Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Violent Night. It's a movie starring David Harbour, aka the new Hellboy, as well as the sheriff from Stranger Things, and John Leguizamo, as well as a number of other people that I don't know the names of. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, nothing important really with the furry, unless you count Santa's reindeer. But they didn't really make a huge appearance. So, this movie is absolutely phenomenal. This movie, by the way, 2 big thumbs up. Just hopefully you watch the rest of this video for why, but 2 big thumbs up. So this movie is going to be a movie that I watch every Christmas time because it is absolutely fantastic. What it is David Harbour. He's playing Santa Claus, and he is a guy who has been Santa Claus for way too long. Just way too long, and he has just had it. It's the same thing, and things just getting worse, and he's just unhappy, he's unfulfilled, he's, think about it, if you do the same job for, decades and decades and decades and decades, and you might be sick of it too, and he is sick of it, and just real salty, just real salty. And then we meet our family of the night, which basically all hate each other, kinda, and they're all just kind of money grubbing and bad, but they don't get along, but they're not like super evil. They're just douchey to each other mostly. And then John Leguizamo comes in, and what I love about his character is that he leans into it. Okay, this is a guy who's doing things. I don't want to get too much into what he's doing and why, because I feel like the why is more fun if you find out for yourself. But this is a guy who's doing this during Christmas Eve, like Christmas Eve to Christmas. So he knows it's Christmas time, and he leads into it with like call signs being like gingerbread and frosty and jingle bells or whatever. Like he leans into it, and he's making all of these just like, I don't want to say quips, but he's making all these quips that are very Christmas themed. And the great thing is that like his character is still, in my opinion, intimidating. Like he is a scary, like murderous motherfucker. Okay, like you know he means business while he's still making these, and he's not like, they're not lighthearted jokes. He's saying them with such seriousness, even though knowing that like, get your jingle bells over. It's fantastic. I don't know who else they could have gotten to deliver those lines like that, but John Leguizamo, you nailed it. Thank you. It could have been real taxing or real terrible to have somebody who didn't have just the right combination. And you, sir, nailed it. Okay. The rest of the family's great. The kid is fine. Like, the kid is good. Okay, the kid is good. And then the mother was especially my favorite. Never seen her in anything else, but her voice and just her attitude reminds me of the UN chancellor from The Expanse, like how badass she was. I feel like that's kind of how the mother is, but in a more like bitchy way. So absolutely awesome. Whole cast. The action is just great. So this, I would say, not necessarily a kids movie because, but that being said, it's not Saw. It's not Saw where like the bones like crack out of the skin and it's just like spurting and it's just like gore porn. It's not that. It's not. But even though the bone doesn't like spurt out when the violence happens, like it is done in such a way that like you hear the bone crack or you see like the arm or the whatever move and you're just like, ooh, like you feel whatever just happened on the screen. You're just like, ooh. So it's not the most gory, bloody, gushing like Tarantino, but it is like you're gonna feel when that violence happens. And the violence that happens is absolutely fantastic. Santa, David Harbour, you are a BAMF. And I loved every minute that you were on screen. It was great. And the attitude of everything. I think that the best and easiest way to sum up this movie is this. If you wanted a Christmas-themed Equalizer, like the movie Equalizer with Denzel Washington, if you were like, hey, could that be Christmas-themed, but just as like, guys getting picked off and getting messed up and everything else, this is your movie. If you wanted Home Alone, but with competent criminals and actual, consequences for when the booby traps are set off, this is your movie, because it's like those two movies were like, hey, we're going to do that together and just make a fantastic movie. So I cannot recommend this movie enough. If you want that kind of style of movie, if you like Christmas movies, this is absolutely fantastic. So definitely give this one a watch. Hopefully it ends up on one of the streaming services that I subscribe to. Pause, fingers crossed. Anyhow, so yeah, check out this movie. I would say watch it in theaters if you can, because it's just that good, and it's Christmas time, so why not? But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.